Hi there and welcome to Villa 81. Today we got a big one for you. It's the iPhone 3GS. Well, the big thing with the 3GS obviously is speed, and it's definitely shown a massive improvement on the 3G and the previous model to that. What we've noticed is that accessing the applications is a big improvement here. Now obviously you got a wide variety with the iPhone, from trivial ones like the flashlight to serious news ones, but a big one that the 3GS has an advantage on is applications that require live streaming, like Major League Baseball or France 24. These have live data coming through, and a faster overall operating system, the overall device, means these are just much smoother, much quicker and much more capable of operating on a mobile device. Now obviously with the iPhone there's also a big music factor, and some of the applications that are out at the moment are quite interesting in that regard. As I was saying, there's a couple of good music applications on this device, but they're forcing me to go where no Villa 81 reporter has gone before. There's two of them that stand out really. Shazam, which is quite good at recognising music based on essentially the data it has in the song. So if you put on a radio, put on a TV, or even if you're basically in the car or in a cafe, we tested it pretty much across the board here. It can cut through a lot of the background noise or the other noises around it and work out what the song is just by listening in. We used it in Starbucks yesterday, quite effective, picked up the song despite all the noise of a cafe would typically have. There's another one here, Midomi, which we can show you actually in action, because of course with something when it comes to actual music we would have to get licensing to play the song. Unfortunately for me, with Midomi we don't need to do that, because it can pick up the quality of it can pick up basically the name of the song just by my humming or singing it. So my apologies to everyone, to my family, to my friends who to endure this, and to all our regular viewers here at Villa 81. But now, Emmet Ryan sings. Well, it's a 1 for the money, a 2 for the show, a 3 to get ready, now go cat go, but don't you step in my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the face. Do anything that you wanna do, but honey, lay off of them shoes. And thankfully I can stop now. It's searching for the song, as you can see here. And as you can see just on screen here, as we bring it up, Blue Suede Shoes by Elvis Presley is the first thing it finds. That's purely by my awful rendition, my awful singing. That is how Midomi works. Remarkable really. Now we did a couple of tests earlier on with other stuff. I'm not going to subject you to my doing the final countdown. It just about found that. There were a few others though where I would argue my singing was of a similar standard, some might say awful, and it didn't pick it up. So as an app on the whole, it's got a bit of work to do, but definitely an interesting one to keep an eye on for the future. The camera shows a marked improvement over past models. When you tap on the screen here like this, it'll zoom in specifically on a certain area, which is a nice touch. Also, when you take a photo, that photo immediately appears in the left hand side here with an icon, so you can press that button and straight away that image comes up. Also, they finally added a video camera function to the iPhone, which means that now when you're out in the town you can embarrass your friends via stills and video footage quite quickly on the internet. So on the whole, the iPhone 3GS is a pretty good device and definitely a marked improvement on its past models. The speed helps make up for some of the flaws that are still there as well. The obvious problem being that the iPhone still isn't the best phone for doing basic phone functions like making calls and sending texts. But at the same time, because of the speed, you can correct yourself a lot faster when you make errors, so the touchpad isn't quite as annoying as in the past. The screen also is still very easy to get filthy, as you might be able to catch on screen here, I'm not certain. But on the whole, these are pretty minor flaws in the grand scheme of things, and if you're getting an iPhone, the odds are making calls and sending texts aren't your biggest priorities in the world. So definitely a good result, pretty good device, and the speed is a huge improvement all around for this device. On the whole, 7 out of 10. For Villa 81, I'm Emmet Ryan.